Well, this is it, the start of the second year. We're back. That's what we are. So came here, obviously organised all the stuff, organised all the room, and also saw some of my old mates from last year who are staying in the same block. Very nice to see them. And then this evening I went and played some football, some much needed football, because I haven't played all summer and we've got uni football trials on Sunday. Not that I'm taking them too seriously. Look, I know my place. I know I'm probably not going to get in, but for me it's a good like pre-season warm-up before the whole season. Speaking of the football experience I just had at the five-a-side football pitch, I met quite a few of you guys there, which was lovely, absolutely lovely to meet some of you guys, and shout out to the people that I met there if you're watching this video. And hey, look, I don't want this next sentence to come across as arrogant in any way. I know my channel is very small and very insignificant, but look, if you're walking around uni and you see me around, feel free to just walk up to me, say hello, have a chat. I appreciate every single one of you that watches these videos, so if you see me around, do not hesitate to say hello. It will be an absolute pleasure to meet every single one of you. And with that being said, it's quite late, as you can probably tell by the poor lighting. It is Friday night tonight, 27th of September, and tomorrow is the Sport Bazaar. I want to sign up to a couple new sports. I'm looking at MMA, where I'll turn up to the wrestling and the BJJ sessions. And then on Sunday, we've got the society sign up, as well as the AU football trials, in which I want to sign up to some new societies as well. And then basically the plan for me this weekend is to just organise what I want to do for this second year. So the title of this video being a second year preview, that is the case. Once this small little vlog over the weekend is completed, I'm going to give you a second year preview of my plans for this year. And look, I know a lot of you watching this video were first years. I would stick around, and maybe my second year plans can help out your first year plans as well. Who knows? So yeah, I still got to make those plans, but I'm going to enjoy this weekend before we start the lectures again on Monday. Right, so just had the Freshers Bazaar, which is something I didn't actually turn up to last year, despite doing some societies, not many. And this year is something I want to get involved with much more. I've spoken to a lot of people today interested in multiple societies, trying to create a timetable where I can attend multiple at the same time. But I'll talk about my plan with societies later on in the video, where I have the second year preview. But right now, in about half an hour, is the AU football trials. This year, I've got a completely different mindset about football. I'm not taking it as seriously, playing it for a bit more of fun. And to be honest, I mean, you never know, but I'm going to take this AU football trial as like a pre-season warm-up for the whole season. But yeah, my trial's in about half an hour, so I've got to get going pretty soon. Right, so I've just finished the AU football trials, and it was okay. It was okay. As I said, I took it mainly as pre-season for the IMS season. And linking to that, my fitness is definitely off. It's pretty bad right now. But I know I can take that back quickly. I've got some sports societies going on. I'm gonna be going on runs, keeping up with the fitness again. Something that I may have neglected a bit in the summer with the traveling that I did. I can't say I really did much in the trials. I had a few shots, maybe made a couple runs. I played up front, but it was the same format as last year. If you're interested, it was 2 20-minute halves, full pitch, 11 aside. It was a good system. Today's trial is actually quite a decent level, and to any of you that trialed today, I wish you the best of luck. Anyway, the point of this video was a second year preview, and then if this helps anybody out in the first years, then great. Firstly, I'll explain the second year, because obviously the second year is where things start to become a bit more serious, but it's a bit more important now. First of all, this year compared to last year, I've picked my modules. So I've become more focused within what I want to do in PPE, and I've probably been more, and looking at the modules that I've picked, I'm focusing more on P and E, being politics and economics. I'm still doing maybe 1 or 2 philosophy modules, and I think 1, but that's only because I have to do it. Not that I don't like philosophy, I'm just not the biggest fan of academic philosophy. I'd rather read philosophy. Either way, it's less modules, and then the modules, there's just a higher volume of 20 credit modules. The only difference when it comes to exams is that if you do fail a module, which I will not be aiming to do, the difference is in the first year, if you do fail a module and you retake, whatever grade you get in the retake is the grade you get in the end. Rather, in the second and third year, if you do have to retake a module, no matter if you get 90% in your retake, you get the minimum level for a pass, which would be 40. I think that's fair, but it also, there's more pressure. You really don't want to fail your modules. I'd say that's the only real difference is obviously increased workload as expected. But as I've said this message many times before, if you're in first year and you're watching this video, build your right habits, turn up to your stuff, because it's going to be important coming into the second and third year, and also for placement and year abroad. Now for me, what is my schedule going to be looking like? Obviously, as you know from the days in life that I did, which wasn't many, every morning or most mornings I would go up and I would play football in the five-a-side pitch. I was much more serious about my football. That's the first big change. I am not as serious about the football as much anymore, and that is quite a liberating feeling. If you've watched my most recent episode of Diver and Average Footballer, then you'll know, but basically I'm trying to play as high level as I can whilst enjoying it and getting minutes. I mean, those are the main two things. As long as I'm enjoying it and getting minutes, I don't care what level I am playing. And that's why I had a much more relaxed attitude to the AU trials today. So less football. What will I be doing in the mornings instead? Well, I'm going to be shifting my gym sessions to the morning. I used to love going to the gym in the morning last year. I used to hate waking up for it, but once I got to the gym in the morning, I used to love it because of how quiet it is. So that's going to be, most mornings is going to be going to the gym. Not all mornings, not going to be going to the gym every day. It'll probably be 4 to 5 times a week. That's my plan. And then my plan has also been to try and get some running and swimming in this year on the days I don't go to the gym. But looking at the swimming times and booking the lanes, it looks like it's quite full up, so I'm not sure how possible that's going to be. I might have to go over and speak to them, but we'll see about that. Either way, my plan is to get gym done in the morning, then whatever my lectures are throughout the day, I'll be turning up to all of them, as always. And outside of that, I've got my own education, such as I've joined the Peterson Academy, and then a new big thing that I am very, very excited about this year, as I did not involve myself at all last year, is I'm going to be trying to get a society every day, every working day. So today was the freshest bazaar, as you saw, and I went around and I spoke to as many different societies as I could, that anything I was merely interested in, I went and spoke to them, which is something, as I said, I didn't do last year. And yeah, this year my downtime is going to be the social time. And that's something I really want to focus on this year. The reason this mindset change has come about is because throughout the summer I did a lot of travelling. I went to quite a few hostels, and I'm going to be making a video about that in the future. Should be coming out in the next week or so. Some of the societies are ones I'm interested in, but I'm a bit uncomfortable about turning up to. It's really maybe not my thing at all, but I will document the journeys, and I'm quite excited to show you guys. And then finally, this brings me onto the plan with the YouTube channel. What am I going to do? So my plan before coming here was to make weekly vlog style videos, so that's what I think I'm going to do. It's going to be mainly about Loughborough University, but as you've seen, my channel has been about my own personal development, whatever you want to call it, and then Loughborough's been separate. Well, through a vlog I can kind of document this side and bring them together, and so that's the plan. It's going to be a weekly sort of vlog, and then in midweek sometimes I may make a podcast sort of video. It probably won't be a strict podcast, but it'll be that sort of video where I talk about a topic outside of university, something that I've learned recently or discovered. Linked to that will be the reintroduction of the newsletter. I'm going to be writing my first newsletter, which I haven't done for a while, and that'll be published on Tuesday, as it always was before when I was doing it consistently. So if you want to join that newsletter, please do. You'll find a link in the description. And that's basically the plan. As I said earlier in the video, it's been great seeing some of you guys in the last few days. And if you see me around, just say hello. To all you freshers out there, or even returners watching this video, I hope you have a great year, and I'll see you around. Goodbye.